the beach, you can see that the waves behind me are very magnificent, and this is a great place for people to surf the sea and to conduct all sorts of activities. And you can see that there we have surfs, and we also have those surfers and divers in the air. And so, what are the skills involved, and what are the techniques that you need to master? I have Gao Hongqing, a guest on my site, who can give us some introduction about this parachute gliding. All right. Good morning. And above the ocean, and we can see there are a lot of paragliders. So what is the charm of this sport, and why this sport is attracting so many people nowadays? Well, to say the basic, not so many people have much knowledge about it, and also not to mention you are gliding above the ocean, and the ocean has a depth of maybe dozens of meters. But if you can do paragliding, you can truly enjoy the freedom above the ocean and above the beaches. And if you go further away from the beach, and if you dive deep into the sea, you will see the grass at the seabed. So you can do all sorts of activities here. So is there a threshold for this activity? Well, it's actually very easy, because you're not worried about crashing hard on the land. And if you weigh about 50 kilos, 60 kilos, and 70 kilos, it doesn't matter. And you can start as a rookie. You don't need to, so you don't need to learn swimming. But if you can swim, you can paraglide to faraway places. And if you don't know how to swim, you can put on a life vest and you can just glide near the beach. So does it take a very long time before one can be very skilled? Well, it depends on where you're talking about. And if you want to go far away from the beach, you need to go through a training of 2 years. And if you are a child, you can learn it very quickly. And if you are in your 30s and 40s, then you will have to go through a training of 9 hours. And that is the standard time required, because you need to learn how to master the direction, how to navigate yourself above the ocean, and you also need to learn swim. Well, we can see that we have a learner right over there. Yes, he has been learning for 6 hours, and he's learning how to navigate the glider. So you don't need to have a lot of power, because we have the wind and we have the wave, and we are talking about the very shallow areas. So you can use the power of the waves and then glide just on the surface of the sea. And also we have the wind on the beach, so you don't need to put in a lot of efforts to make it run so fast. And we see there are a lot of kites. Give us some information. Are they designed by certain specific standards? Well, yes, if we have a big wind for the day, we need to have a bigger kite. And this one is marked 7, it's 7 square meters. And that one is 8, it means 8 square meters. It also has something to do with your weight. I weigh, for example, 60 kilos, so I will use a smaller kite. If you are weighing 100 kilos, you will need, of course, a bigger flight. So the heavier you are, the bigger a kite or a paraglide you would use. So this is just like the parachutes. And if you are talking about the small child, then you don't need a big kite or a big parachute. So we are mainly using the wind. So what is the best magnitude of wind for this sport? And I can see that many people are just sitting in front of your club waiting for the wind. Well, if it's on a beach, if we have very good sunshine, then there is a temperature gap between the beach and the ocean, then that gives you naturally a wind. And normally on the afternoon, if you have a magnitude of wind of 3, then that's most suitable for this sport. Normally we're talking about the speed of 9 to 10 knots if we have the wind at the magnitude of 3. So today is actually very suitable. And if you are in the water, you don't need to give it a very strong push because the wind will help you take off. But for beginners, which one is the most ideal situation, bigger wind or light wind? Well, if you are a very skilled paraglider, you don't need to have very strong wind, a gust of wind. That's not necessary. But if you are a beginner, you will need a big wind. So, because if you have a gust of wind, you can very easily control the navigation. You can take off, you can descend and ascend and turn left and right. So, because wind is the power for this sport. Well, we also have a lot of women practitioners of this sport. Well, actually, there are more women than men engaged in this sport. We have Michael, we have Zhang Ge. They are at the age of 60s and 70. So we do have a lot of followers of this sport, and you need to have the proper degrees of wind, and this is truly a sport of freedom. So this is particularly popular among women because they are not the breadwinners of their family. Well, truly this gives you a feeling of freedom, and you're just wandering about on the sea, and it's very fast. When you are truly paragliding above the ocean, you can sing to yourself, you can shout out loud, and on a different day, they will greet each other on the beach, and then they will take off, and then land at different spots on the sea. It's actually very easy to control the landing spot. It won't randomly land you at a place on the sea that jeopardizes your sports. Well, last week in Qinghai Sea, right in front of this beach, we had a major competition of paragliding. So what are they competing for? Speed or figure paragliding? Well, it depends on what kind of competition we're talking about. We just had a competition about the speed. And, well, it depends. If we have a different magnitude of wind, you can compare the gestures and the flexibility of the paragliders, and you can have all sorts of movement on the sea or in the air. So what kind of movements can you give us? Well, I'm mediocre, and if we have a truly skilled paraglider, they can turn several circles in the air. So truly it's unimaginable. So what is this area for? So this is the place where you inflate the parachute. And this is also the place where you pack everything together after the game. And later we can give you a demo of how to inflate the kite or the parachute. Well, we have one here, and so it's one very critical part of this game, I suppose, because it's one of the preparatory stages needed. So what is wrong with this package? Well, we're gonna switch to another package. So you can see when it is fully folded, it's not very big and it's also super light, just a few kilos. To inflate these parachutes, you need to face the wind with your back. So you need one person to do this. Yes, one is enough. We try to avoid inflating the parachute with two people because if the wind is very strong, you can be blown on the ground with the parachute. All right, our trainer Xing is giving us a real demo about how to inflate this gear for paragliding, and this is one of the most important preparatory stages because this is the parachute that we're gonna use to fly in air above the sea. So it has different nozzles of different sizes, so it can fit different parachutes, different configurations. All right, this is how you inflate the whole parachute. So how long does it take? 3 minutes. It depends on the size of the parachute, and this is a parachute that is 14 square meters. But if it's a 7 square meter one, you just need 1 minute. So you just need to inflate this part. So we have to inflate two airbags, the main one and also the supplementary one. So we are actually just inflating this airbag at the edge. So it's plastic. You just need to inflate this part, and everything else is just supplementary. All right, well, you do this inflation job. I will move it over there to have a words with those who are enjoying this game. All right. These are the crazy fans about this paragliding game, and let's have a word with them. Hello. Can I have a quick interview? Yes, no problem. And I saw that you have been enjoying yourself. And how do you feel today? Well, the wind is not very ideal, and you can only use a very big parachute. And if you are just a beginner, you wouldn't be able to come back to where you started. So how long have you been playing this? I started in November 2020. So what serendipity brought you to this game? Well, actually, I came to know this game in 2013 at the Asian Bay. That was in 2013, and I was very scared. And then in 2018, I moved to the Golden Bay, and I had this rush of learning this game again, but I missed the opportunity again. So then I only got an opportunity in 2020. Well, right now, I can't live my day without playing this game. So what is the major change that this game has brought you? Well, I think it has made me happier. Everybody's saying that Hainan is very hot, but it's not hot if you spend all the time on the beach and you have been here for a couple of days, and I think that you agree with what I say. As long as there is wind, there are friends on the beach, it's not so hot in Hainan, and you can play cards, you can enjoy a booze at the night, so it's truly very enjoyable. So how long do you stay here every year? Well, I have settled here, and this is my home now. For 4 years, I haven't left this island. Well, good to know, and good for you. So for this sport, Is it very easy for beginners? Yes, but you need to be athletic. So how so? Well, you need to be courageous and bold because you are flying off the beach, off the sea coast, and you also need to coordinate yourself and be balanced. If you have some pre-existing conditions such as high blood pressure, then I don't suggest you getting into this game because you may run into all types of situations here. Well, I saw there are a lot of friends here, and you just enjoying this game with your friends. Yes, I can very quickly get to know a lot of friends. If you run into any circumstances, your friends will rush to your rescue. I was told by Xin earlier that those parachutes they are of different sizes. How many parachutes do you have? I have 7 sets of gears. So for those senior players, they need to have 7 parachutes. I suppose so because we have different degrees of wind. For the wind today, we need to have a parachute that is above the configuration of 15 square meters. Otherwise, you can just sit on the beach and wait. Well, that's why you have so many different packages of gears. Yes, we help each other, and if you have a lot of friends here, you can use the parachute of others. You can borrow the gears of other friends. So this is truly a great game. I love it. I have been doing diving and fishing and woodwork, but I give them all up, and right now I'm solely focused on this particular game. All right, you can see that the wind is picking up, and I will start my next round. So how many hours do you play every day? When I just started, it's only 3 hours a day, and but right now I'm becoming a senior player. I don't spend that much time every day because I know all the movements, I know all there is about the game, but I still cannot resist the temptation to this game. And at the very beginning, you're just gliding on the sea surface. But right now, you do all the jumps, you do all the movement in air, you do all the surfing on the waves. So, how do you feel jumping from the sea surface? Well, it's just exciting because it gives you the feeling that you're truly flying on the water, and sometimes you're gliding for dozens of meters, and it's truly very exciting. All right, enjoy your game. Have a good day. I'm gonna head back to my trainer, Xin. We have another senior player here. All right, in front of our camera is another senior player. All right, let's go back to Xin and see how he's doing with the inflation. So this one is fully inflated. You can touch the airbag and try to feel its air pressure. So when you have fully inflated this parachute, it wouldn't deform in the air. So we have a couple of main airbags, some auxiliary bags, and that's it. And we have other gears here, and I have been observing. It's not just about paragliding here, it's about all the other sports. We have a surfing board, and this sea coastline is roughly more than 10 kilometers, and we do have a wide variety of sports, and you can have a canoe, you can have a surfing board, you can have a yacht here. So this one is just a surfing board, and this one is a rubber boat. You can bring your friend on for sea fishing. And this one is fairly big. And this is a canoe boat where you can use the paddle. So we have the surfing boards with different sizes, and you can do different configurations depending on your skills and your weight. And this is the hook that you attach to your waist. And this one is connected to the parachute. You need to make sure that the hook is faced downwards and connected to the parachute. And let me give you a demo. Buckle up. You need to make sure that it's firmly fastened, because when the wind is very strong, this one may go loose. And this one is also connected to the parachute, and this is the harness rope. You need to connect yourself with the parachute with this hook. All right, why don't you give me some tips? Can I learn it now? Yes, of course. We can get started. We have all the gears. You can try this on. I see you are pretty skinny. You can put this on. Pull them together. Make sure that it's tightly and firmly fastened. When you just started with this game, you don't know how to fasten this harness. You need to pull it very hard. All right, just like this. Now I feel safe. So at the very beginning, you can only try doing it on the beach. You wouldn't be able to do that on the sea surface. You need to be very familiar with the maneuvering of the parachute. So the wind is not very ideal, so we can have a try. Do you need someone else to help you set the parachute in the air? So this is not just the individual game, it's a game of a team. You need someone to help you. Yes, you need someone to help you set the parachute in the air. This is jettison. If the wind is getting very strong, you just need to jettison this, and we have another harness hook. And when the wind is too strong, you just need to press this button, and then you are safe to go. We still have another connection, and if you think that this is still too dangerous, you can drop this hook again. That is simply to separate yourself with the parachute. But then can you recover the parachute at the end of the game? Well, what is more important, your personal safety or the parachute? Well, it's fairly safe here because we don't have any buildings here. We don't have any rocks here, so it's fairly safe. Well, you can have a try on yourself. Right. It's fairly easy. So you can see that you're connected to the parachute with 4 cables, and that's all. Nothing else. Can I touch it? Not now. When you are practicing this on your own, you should not allow others to touch it. And it may seem very easy, but if you touch it, it gives you a very strong response back. Well, I think I need to spend some time on it. If you are truly skilled in it, you wouldn't feel very difficult. So when you let go of your hand, it will adjust its angles, and make sure that the place that you are going has no obstacles, no rocks, or no tree branches. See, if you don't know how to fly this kite, it will go to the wrong places. It's just like the steering wheel of your car, and you have to be very confident in your maneuvering. And this one is actually a senior configuration. And you said that I have to spend a couple of hours on the beach, and what I will be learning. You need to learn how to control and how to fly this kite or parachute, when to release, when to pull back. You need to learn how to get along well with the wind and with the kite. So how to release your strength, how to pull it back, how to make sure that the parachute or the kite flies along the same direction. So when the parachute is dropping, you can feel it. You can let it fly back in the air, and you can also pull it to yourself. This is just like flying a kite. And I can see that you're doing this effortlessly. Well, because I have spent so many hours on it, I have developed the muscle memory. So this is the memory of my muscle. I don't need to even see the kites. I just need to feel it with my arm and my hand. I will be able to tell where it's flying. So do you need to assess the wind? Yes, you need to know where the wind is blowing from, and you need to know where the wind is blowing. Is it blowing into the sea or into the coast? If the wind is blowing to the far side of the ocean, then you need to refrain from getting into this game, because it's very dangerous. But it's a different story if you are a very skilled player. If the wind is perfect, wind is very strong, you can try that if you are a very skilled one. So for beginners, you have to follow the direction of the wind. So if you want the kite or the parachute to be in the opposite direction of the wind, that's almost impossible. All right, you can give us more demo. So show me some of your skills. Well, I'm just doing this demo for you so that you can do it yourself later. And the wind is not very big. It's not a big kite or a parachute. So you just need to follow my instructions. When I tell you to let it go, you just release it. All right. And this is truly a nerve-wracking moment. All right, I think that the parachute is gonna take me off the land and in the air. But don't worry about it. We have all the safety harnesses here. It's fairly simple. Put your two hands here. Whenever there is any problem, just let go of your hand. When it is swinging, then that truly gives you a lot of feelings on the hand. All right, you can feel it with your own hands. First, you can try with just one hand. It's very light. You can just use one of your fingers. You cannot go against the wind. See? You can use your finger, and that will be enough. Normally, you just need to put 3 fingers of each hand on the handle. Well, you just need to feel the wind. Don't give it too much pull. It cannot be right above your head. You need to make sure that you have visual. You have a perfect angle of visual of the parachute. When it is going right above your head, you can give it give it a pull and it will descend a little bit. So that's why I told you that people at their 60s and 70s can also play it. You don't need to give it a lot of pull, and all the strength is actually tied to your waist. It's truly a game that practices your strength at the waist. Is it very dangerous? Does that give you a backache or can it hurt your body? For beginners, no problem, and even for the senior ones, even if you have a hard crash, it will be on the water, so it doesn't matter. But if it's on the beach, if you had a crash, if you fall on a beach, it wouldn't hurt much. So we try to minimize the risk to the minimum. So, what is the youngest trainee that you have ever taught? Well, he's 6 years old. So you can see just now the parachute is descending on the ground. If you are on the ocean, then that means the parachute is going into the water. So that's why you have to practice it very hard when you are on the beach. Well, I have this strong impulse of controlling the parachute with my waist. Well, you're developing your muscle memory, I can tell. So you need to try several hours of practice. Well, for the constraint of time today, I think I can only learn some very basic skills. Now it's dropping on the ground. Well, this is the end of my practice today. I know that you are not just teaching people to do paragliding, you also do rescue and life-saving work on the beach. Well, I have been working here for 8 years, and we have set up a rescue team 3 years ago. And for every 2 to 3 months, I travel to peripheral areas, to Xiamen sometimes. So we follow where the wind is, and the wind is not ideal at every season throughout the year here. So we truly follow where the wind is. And so each and every year we do a lot of rescue work, and we give people reminders because many of them are travelers who do not have a proper knowledge about the depths of the water here and the wind here on the beach. So, taking this opportunity, I would like to advise all the viewers, do pay attention to safety for whatever game that you are playing. Dear viewers of CMG, good morning. My name is Zhang Rongrong from Ziyang of Sichuan province. I'm at Yanjiaba village of Sichuan. This is a national civilized village, one of the most beautiful villages in China. And in recent years, this village has incorporated culture in its country tourism programs. Every weekend, there are some demonstrations of intangible cultural heritages. So let me ask you, what is the work that you are currently working on? So this is well, let's take a closer look at this intangible cultural heritage. I've always been curious of how a craftsman can deliver such delicate drawing within such a small bottle. So tell us your secret. So we have a very tiny brush pen which allows you to penetrate deep inside the bottle. Dear viewers of China Media Group, well, we are now at the Taiyangdao of Harbin of Heilongjiang province. So this is the core area of this tourist site, and this is the memory of a lot of the generation X and Y. And because when they were a child, they were brought by their parents to the entrance of this park. And I don't know how many of you are from Harbin. When you see these four characters of 水歌云田, do you find that they are so familiar? So how we're gonna start this program today? So we're gonna take a walk at the Sunland, and we have a guest here, Han Mingruo. So say hello to our viewers. Good morning. So Bingruo will take us on a tour on this sunny land. And you can follow our camera and take a look at the surrounding environment here. You can see we have a minibus here, which is for tourists, and we also have bicycles. And then you can also rely on your bare feet. And I think walking is the most suitable way of exploring this area, because this is truly a very big area and it's truly a great workout. How long does it take if you complete one cycle with the minibus? It's actually 30 minutes. How long with the bike? It's 1 hour, depending on how fast you can ride. All right. So if you try to walk, then it will take much longer. So we're going to be walking today. So you see that this is a forest trail, and with our camera, you can see that on this sunny land, we have already a lot of travelers and sightseers. They are taking a rest on the grassland. They are taking photos. Our tourists, they are at different ages. They are traveling as families with their friends, sometimes on their own. So the sunny land, this is just like a park at the center of the downtown area of Harbin. So what is your definition? What is your observation of this place? Well, I believe Sunny Line lives in the memory of many people in Harbin. It's a must-go place for the local residents, because during the weekend or on public holidays, we would travel back here to have this nostalgic feeling that we had as a child, and we can enjoy the spring here, take a close look at the green trees and flowers. And today is the China National Tourism Day, and I think it's more than fitting for us to travel here on this special day. So we are right now at the juncture of spring and summer, and it's very fitting for us to be here today. So you can see the blossom of flowers and the wild grass. Take a look at the grassland and take a look at those flowers, and they are dandelions. And if you are from northeastern part of China, you know how to speak that with your dialect, and it's also edible, and many people pick it up and cook them into delicious salad. And you can see the birds enjoying themselves in the forest. We have a wide variety of species. We have magpies, we have crows, we have all sorts of birds. You can hear the birds tweet, and you can also see the squirrels climbing up and down the tree trunks. And for the sunny land, this year we have introduced more species of squirrels, so our tourists and travelers, they will get to see more squirrels. So this is a forest trail that we're walking on, and let me take this opportunity to give you more introduction about Sunnyland. On public holidays, for example, the Labor Day holiday, many locals they would travel elsewhere. But on the weekend, many people simply choose here. In Harbin, Sunnyland is the best place for you to go on the weekend because it's located right at the center of the downtown, and it's actually located on the island of Songhua River. So under the auspices of the government, we have developed all types of transportation means which can bring our local residents here. And they can drive here, they can take the subway here. And right now, you can also take a boat here, you can take a cable here, you can walk here through the bridge. So this is truly a island. We call it the Sunny Island, or in short, Sunnyland. So in this forest, you can see people setting up their tents, and we can walk and talk. So it's pretty close to where you live, and also we have better transportation means, and we have subways, public bus, we have boats, cruise boats, and cable, as well as self-drive routes. And there are a lot of self-drivers here. Just at the beginning of this month, during the May Day holiday, we had attracted a huge amount of travelers. And later we're going to play a clip to show you just that. And that was mainly a period where the Sunny Island attracted travelers from elsewhere. But on an ordinary weekend, you can see a lot of local travelers, and it's beautiful in all the seasons. It's a very unique natural scenery. You've got the lake, the island, the wetland, the forest, and it's truly a very special view of the summer. And Harbin in recent years has introduced better tourism services. I was here just a couple of weeks ago, and I learned that there was a free shuttle bus between the railway station of Harbin and the Sunny Island. And in Harbin, we also have the Ice and Snow World, which is not operational, of course, in summer. But we have some indoor facilities also for winter sports. And you can see that they are operated by one uniform travel operations, so that they have actually broken through all the different transportation means. Travelers can travel in between different parking lots without paying a dime. So on the Sunny Island, we have not just the forest, we have the Ice and Snow World, which is also located here. So it's truly very close to one another. It's just one stop away. So what is the planned area of this place? And it's 380,000 square meters. But the central area is just 380,000 square meters. But the total area is more than double of that. If you're watching our program, even though you're not from Harbin, you must have heard the song related to Sunny Island. And if you are at the age of 50 or 60, you can even sing this song. The song is about the Sunny Island in summer. The lyric goes as, at the sunny summer day, if the weather is great, do travel to the Sunny Island. So this is the camping site. If you are here on the Sunny Land, not all the places are for camping. And to protect the natural environment, we have allocated several sites for people to set up their tents. So, for example, the forest trail where we just walked by, with the flowers and grass, you could not set up your tents there. But right now, here at this place, you can do that. So this is an ideal place for you to slow down, take a rest, relax with your friends and family. All right, we have right in front of us another family who is setting up their own tents. Take a look at this little one, and he's truly enjoying his tent house. And we also have much bigger tents. Some of them are setting up a simple canopy, some are simply sitting on the matches, enjoying their own barbecue. So you can see everybody is fairly relaxed. They're truly enjoying this natural blessing. So in some of the other places you go, you can enjoy the facilities of entertainment and sports, but here people just slow down, relax for themselves, and enjoy the natural beauty. It's a different world from your office. It's the natural world with rivers, forests, grass, and flowers, and it's not very hot at this time of the year. So you can truly enjoy this temperature, and this is a very enjoyable place for your weekend. If you have just had a very exhausting week, you don't need to travel tens of kilometers to a different place. You just need to come into the downtown area, and it's very cool. I'm wearing my coat today, and it feels just cool. Right now, if you go to other places in China, it can be scorching hot. But right now, take a look at what people are wearing, and it's so comfortable. The weather is just very suitable. Let's have a word with this tourist. Where are you from? Well, I'm a local resident here. So you bring your kid here to this place for camping? Yes. So tell me something about this place. What is your general impression? Well, it's very cool time of the year, and I like to bring my kids here on the weekend. So is it very convenient? Yes, because it's pretty close. You're gonna spend the day here today? Yes. All right. Enjoy your day. You wanna say hello to our viewers? How old are you? I'm 9 years old. So you like camping? Yes. I didn't. I haven't been here earlier, so I was told by my friends that this is a great place. What is your name? Wu Shiyang. So say hello to our viewers. Hello to all the viewers of CMG. All right, nice talking to you. Have fun. So we can see that some of the tourists, they have brought their pets, and we also have travelers enjoying their day here as a family. So are you locals here? Yes. So you're enjoying your weekend here in this beautiful island? Yes. I see that you have beers. So what are you setting up? We're setting up simply a tent roof because it might rain today. All right, have a good time here. Well, try avoid using fire here. All right, no problem. You can see people are truly relaxed. We have a fair amount of kids here. So this gives you a picture of how the kids truly enjoy themselves, and they are also very open, and they are not timid in front of a camera. So this is the characters of people living in northeastern part of China. They are very flexible, open, and outgoing. So that is the character of people here. And they are very talkative, they are very open and easy to get along with. Well, I see we have a party here. So is this a family or are you all colleagues? So we're colleagues having a party here. So you are colleagues? Yes, we're colleagues and we are mostly locals here in Harbin. So we come here because this is a place with a great environment with all the facilities. And this is a fairly suitable place for parties. All right, enjoy yourselves. On this sunny land, we have a lot more places worthy of our exploration. But I understand that into this program, we have actually arranged multiple tourist attractions across the country. So I won't have much time here. So if you give us one catchy line of slogan for this place, what would it be? Well, we can have a rendezvous at the sunny land and then enjoy the beautiful moment together. And this is the place that is so integral part of our daily life. And at the end of this part of the program, let me show you some of the peony flowers that we have in this forest. Yes, this is a very good season for you to enjoy the beautiful flowers. And may I be reminded about how much time I still have for this part of the program? Yeah, you can see that the kids, they are truly enjoying themselves in the hammock. In spring, you can see all types of flowers because it's the blossom season. And we have all types of flowers. We have lilac, we have tulip, we have peony. And just a tiny reminder here, and if you're ever here on the weekend, do not miss the peony. I believe we have plenty of time to make it to the flower garden. So we're gonna walk to the garden to give you a view about the beautiful, breathtaking peony. If I cannot make it there, remember what I say. Seize your moment, come here to Sunnyland in Harbin. And this is a city that shot to fame with its ice and snow world last year during the travel season. You're in this industry of travel. And can you tell us what are the other attractions in other seasons? And you can have a boat tour in other seasons on the Songhua River. We have cable cars that can bring you to both sides of the water, and you can purchase a ticket within 10 minutes. The cable will bring you here. You can have a city walk here, enjoy the beautiful scenery, the blossom of all the flowers, and before June, if you come here, you will see this breathtaking scenery of flowers in full blossom, and it also gives you a fantastic fragrance. So in spring and summer, it's the best season for you to enjoy the natural scenery. And in autumn, when all the tree leaves fall on the ground, it gives you another romantic picture. So in Harbin, actually, throughout the seasons, you can have something to expect. So I would say this again. Do come to the sunny land on your weekend and enjoy this relaxed pace of life. All right, once again, you're more than welcome to come to Harbin, to this sunny island. We're going to welcome you with our hospitality and with our considerate services. All right? You can come here and have a chance of meeting all the travelers from across the nation. And all right, this is the end of this part of the program. Thank you very much for watching. Good morning. My name is Qile. I'm a journalist from CMG. I'm at Hohach. I'm at the Wild Animal Zoo. We have a wide variety of wild species here. And this is also a place that has combined science explorations, sightseeing, as well as animals. I have standing on my side Changge, who can bring us on a tour here. So please say hello to our viewers. Good morning. My name is Liu Qiang. I'm from the Tourist Service Center of Hohach Wild Animal Zoo. So in order to give our tourists a great experience today, I have in my hand a navigation map. So let me ask you, for the Daqingshan Zoo, how big is this place? So we cover 12,000 mu with an operational area of 9,000 mu. This is roughly the size of 30 football pitches. So which is the most popular pavilion here? We have to say that it's the elephant pavilion, because this is the Asian elephant. So is this the biggest pavilion in this zoo? Yes, because the elephant is the largest animal on land. So that is why it has the biggest home amongst all the other animals. Well, tell us something about this elephant. So this is the Asian elephant, a male elephant named Wengang. So why it's called Wengang? Well, because it's very gentle. So Wengang, it literally means gentle and solid. So that's how it got the name, and the name reflects its character very well. So what is the difference between Asian elephants and African elephants? Well, it's facing us, and you can see that at the forehead it has two bumps. You can see that from a distance. African elephants, they don't have that. Take a look at the back. It's taller and higher than the head. But in the elephant, for the elephants of African continent, they don't have that. Their head is obviously higher than the back. So for this big one, does he need to do foot massages on a regular basis because it's so heavy, so big, and its feet are bearing significant amount of pressure on a daily basis? So how do you take care of their feet? Well, we do have some measures, and it's actually one very important part of our work at this zoo. So it has a matches at the foods, and it's just like the structure is just like a human hand holding a tennis ball. And in the wild, they do a lot of workouts, but this is a zoo that we're talking about. We have all types of debris on the ground, so we have to regularly remove these debris and dirty stuff from their feet so that they can stay healthy. What are the other very popular animals here? Of course, we have to say it's the panda, which is a national treasure. And later, if we had more time, we can go there. Well, for the sake of this program, we're gonna bring you on a mini bus. So we will quickly travel to the other homes of the animals, And to give you more about the attractions here, you will see caquins, you will see all types of foxes, and we're gonna play some clips for you while on this tour. And you talked about a number of animals, and some of the animals, they are from the grassland, and they are very popular among the kids. So I have a question here, because in winter, Inner Mongolia is very cold. How do you make sure that they survive the winter here? So it's truly very cold here. To make sure that our animals can survive the very cold winter, we have set up glass houses. Actually, we have a heating system underground, so the warmth can actually come from underground. And within the glass house, even in winter, it can have a temperature of 10 degrees. So over the years, we have been exploring multiple means to make sure that our animals can survive the winter and can live the winter in a very comfortable manner. Because even in winter, we have travelers coming here. All right, where we are right now. So we are at the Villa House of the Pandas, which is the national treasure of China. So this is the dormitory of our princess. We have a princess panda. So how many pandas do we have? We have two. This one is the princess. And then we have another one. We call it number 3. It's also a female. So the sisters, so when did they come here to Daqingshan Zoo? They came here and settled down in 2018. And they have been here in Hohhot for 6 years. So you can see that this is princess number 3. So what is her character? She's very lovely and lively too, and she's also very bossy, just like the gurus in Inner Mongolia. Well, from this you can tell that one region can produce certain groups of people with a certain character. And this panel here is very lively, and it can interact with our visitors. I love her place. You can see that it's very cozy with the swing, with all the facilities, entertainment setting. And we have to thank our fans because they took the initiative in introducing a lot of the very friendly and cozy facilities. Everybody loves Panda, and they just give us a great amount of support. So pandas, they don't like hot weather, and today in Hohhot it's 30 degrees, so that is why this little princess is not very lively today. Well, I think you can see that. But it's okay, and it's a very comfortable weather throughout the year. And in summer, this is the place for you to escape the scorching heat of your own place. And we have also a good humidity control, and they can walk indoors for a much cooler temperature. So what is this panda doing right now? You can see she is enjoying the shade under the roof. The panda caretakers, they distribute the bamboo shoots across different places in this compound, so that they have to explore on their own. Because if they can do that, they can do some workouts, get some practice. So we put the food at different places at different days. So this will significantly increase the amount of exercise for the panda so that they can stay in good shape. I'm not sure if our panda has found her food today. If the weather is very good, normally in the morning, the panda would get out at around 9 o'clock, and then at around 12 o'clock, it will go indoors to enjoy the air conditioner. So it's enjoying herself. She's truly enjoying herself in the shade. If she's very happy, she's in a mood, she will interact with our visitors. She will roll around, she will play the toys and facilities. She's very lively. So is she tired right now? Well, I think so. She needs the rest. She needs a rest. And sometimes, if you had very lively spectators or visitors, the pandas, they will also get in the mood of interaction. So if we have very enthusiastic visitors, our pandas will also get into the mood. So where is this panda princess? We call it Princess Sicily. And like this panda, we have a indoor facility for her. We also have a outdoor area for her. So maybe she's inside. So the princess panda is inside, and this one is outside. Well, I think it's very good because this will avoid our visitors gathering in one place. All right. Thank you very much for letting us know this. And I learned that the Daqingshan Zoo also has zebra and camels and other types of animals. Giraffe as well. Giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. And does that mean that it has a very high blood pressure? Yes. To our knowledge, it's 2.5 times of the human level of blood pressure, because it has a long neck, it has a good heart and big heart, and it has evolved into some particular structure over time. So when it lowers its head or when it raises its head, it has to make sure that the blood can be pushed to the head. It also has very drastic fluctuation of the blood pressure level. And many of the visitors, they will throw food into the compound of the animal. What harm does that bring to your management? Well, we can understand that our visitors, they are very passionate, they are very much willing to have some interactions with the animal, but we do not suggest or advise such behavior. We understand this is a friendly gesture, but you cannot guarantee that the food that you eat or you throw them is suitable for their health. It may contain a lot of sugar or salt. I've seen people throwing packaged food to the deers. This is not recommended. because some of the animals, they will swallow the plastic bag altogether. We have encountered several such cases. And the food for these animals, they are particularly designed and selected during the May Day and National Day holiday. We have big worries because we don't know what these animals have eaten. It's just like raising your child, and if you are a parent, you wouldn't want your child to eat all the snacks on the road back to home because it's not healthy. Well, taking this opportunity, I would like to see to all the viewers, do not throw food to these animals, to those adorable animals. And you can be rest assured that we will feed them very well so they're not hungry or starving. We have very good caretakers here at the zoo, and they are taken very good care of by us. Before coming here, I know that we have wood track, we have all sorts of activities here, which allows our visitors to explore the wonders of nature. Yes, we have a wood track, which allows our visitors to enjoy a very cozy walk. And those wild species, wild animals, they are raised on different slopes of the mountains. So our visitors, they can walk on this wood bridge, and they will be able to see those animals as well as the beautiful scenery of Inner Mongolia. So what are the wild species and wild animals that we are talking about? We have tigers, lions, wolves. At the end of the trail, we have zebra and giraffe and elephants. You can see all of them on this wood trail. So is it very safely designed? Yes, of course. There are no safety concerns. It has a total length of 1.7 kilometers. If you choose to bring your kids, well, be mentally prepared because sometimes you need to carry your baby. And because we are approaching the Children's Day, I believe many parents, they would bring their kids here. Well, if they have the baby buggies, you can push that. If you come here with the elderly, they can do the tour with the minibus. So we have introduced multiple measures to tailor to the needs of different groups of visitors. So if they choose this wood bridge, what are the other animals that they can see? So the wood bridge is not just a animal seeing route, it's also a route for you to do workouts, and you can use the telescope and see some very good bird species in the mountains. So we can expect a significant larger number of visitors as the Children's Day is around the corner. So do you have any precautions or measures available to cope with that? Yes, we are taking a number of measures. We have, for example, free water, other convenience precautions and facilities. All right, thank you very much for your introduction, and we're going to move on to our next spot and continue with our exploration.